Simple and short. And Shatta Wale himself has made a hint of himself having the aspiration to stand for presidency one day.
Me, I will wish say one day, me sorry, I'm for political form. I'm a standing. Yeah, elections. I'm winning hands down.
As a president or MP?
President.
And that will come to pass. And that is what they fear. That is what they fear. The two of them fear it. MPP and NDC are afraid that the youth are going to one day take over the nation and build the nation. Something they have never wanted to see. Yes. Yesterday, I was discussing with one of my senior men, very big man, and he asked me a question. He said, what is the solution to Ghana's problem? And I told him that the two political parties must be drilled. And he said, Coach, yeah, Shatta Wale. It is like Putin and Donald Trump who have seen each other. Do they like? No. That's Putin and Donald Trump see eye to eye. They don't. But there is that respect. It is called diplomacy in politics. You understand? They are not enemies, but they are potential rivals.
Last time, we had a video concerning who Shatta Wale is and how politicians see him. Today's video is an extended version. I'm more gist. Last time, we had a president neck of Black Rasta. Today, we are moving straight to the politicians. Say, kase encrophobia or Ghana ha, or more big time akronfwa. They say politicians. And no cran nancheno. And no cran nancheno. One artist almost thrown or Ghana ha, Shatta Wale. And I know say people will not agree with me, but at the end of this video, we'll get to know more. Shatta Wale has positioned himself such a way, say, NPP is scared of him. NDC is scared of him. Even though say he's cool with the heads of the politicians. I mean, he's cool with Kufuor, he's cool with Mahama. But low-key, so Mushana, they are scared of him because they know say if he decides say he wants to contest for the presidency, he's going to win hands down. And Shatta has become like a threat to their party. Say in America, say you checking on the grounds. You share crowd that while you pull you on stage. I know say some people will say Adrian Edi Yenyum different from Adrian Edi Buomai. But low key politicians nanga so muya Wale so come open. Because they want Wale to pull crowd for them, to favor them. And if Shatta Wale, I think that Shatta Wale has said it on one platform, he say, oh no, he's just waiting for one day to contest, win, and become the president of the nation. And just imagine, say, if Wale is able to become president of the nation, what are some of the things that is going to happen? I know, say, agenda for America, say, Wale can't do anything. And that one will come from the fan bases. But let's put the fan bases and some non-fan-to. Young-fan-to chain. Na yen me say when Wale becomes the president, in fact, there's no way MPP is going to win. There's no way NDC is going to win. He's going to take the lead, and what he's going to do in the country will shock all these two parties in power. And without much, I don't want to talk much. When we ain't in someone senior man, Hap 7, this guy is more detailed. Now, information on the Barbontino, he's telling us the true characters of politicians. Politician Tumiko Goyaska. Osanso ye lawyer omko kodru court dem mo a okwa prove a chere judge ne say ono ne de no ye ne ye kro no nso we de no ye ne ye kro no. That's Ghanaian politicians for you. And guys, me say ye ka akronfo a politicians way. Without much, I would like us to watch the video. Also, no, feel free to express in a comment. You say the more just bro. No, the entire senior man have 7. Then somebody to ja and yede efamra.
You seen that video of the president of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, going read Shatta Wale, hack Shatta Wale, talk to Shatta Wale one time. People are misinterpreting that video. Yes, it doesn't mean the president exclusively respects Shatta Wale. I don't care the relationship between the two. Judas and Christ were not enemies. Simple and short. They were weak enemies with somebody, then in what? Subordinates. What I say? So let nobody be fooled by this. I saw it on Shatta Wale's status. You understand? Instantly, I replied. I wrote under it that they are simply scared of him. Yes, they are afraid that one day he'll be a presidential candidate and he will sweep these two political parties on the bin into the rubbish dump. Just like that. I sent it. I'm paraphrasing what I wrote, but I know that Wale cannot be fooled. Simple and short. There is something called diplomacy. Boy, in politics. Okay? This greeting of John Dramani Mahama Okoko Chia Shatta Waring Demono, it is like Putin and Donald Trump who have seen each other. Do they like? No. That's Putin and Donald Trump see eye to eye. They don't. But there is that respect. It is called diplomacy in politics. You understand? They are not enemies, but they are potential rivals. Simple and short. And Shatta Wale himself has made a hint of himself having the aspiration to stand for presidency one day.
Me, I will wish say one day, me sorry, I'm for political form. Now I'm standing. Now, yeah, elections. Now I'm winning hands down.
As a president or MP?
President.
And that will come to pass. And that is what they fear. That is what they fear. The two of them fear it. MPP and NDC are afraid that the youth are going to one day take over the nation and build the nation. Something they have never wanted to see. Yes. Yesterday, I was discussing with one of my senior men, very big man, and he asked me a question. He said, what is the solution to Ghana's problem? And I told him that the two political parties must be drilled. And he said, yes, but it is an understatement. Now, are you looking at something? And I said, what? What do lawyers produce? And I said, nothing. They only debate in court over who is a criminal, who is not a criminal. I said, yes. And nearly 100% of your MPs in the Parliament House that are responsible for developing a nation constituency by constituency are, and I said, lawyers. I had already said this to my wife, but I'm speaking with a big man, so I have to humble myself and let him teach me, because one, I'm younger than him, two, he's more experienced, three, he's older. You understand? I said that thing in other words to my wife about some. In fact, I was discussing with my wife about that when he called, so I had to stop talking to my wife, and I was on with him 2 hours 45 minutes lecture he was teaching me, and that is it. Do you think that if this nation were being run by engineers like China, okay, and then it had come say FBI for say obi wahaya fena hutrika our embezzle $8 million, and Kenya will say if this country was run by engineers or by doctors, if you think it was run by teachers, constructors, okay, artisans, do you think that they would take this guy, take the money and attempt giving him to the United States of America? No, they won't. But these men do not know the value of money. They can't do anything with money. The only thing they can do is waiting. Wafam is a guy, catch him, take him to court. So they use the mama no can make say, hey, if you talk, they go jail you, they go catch you. You will not go catch anybody. You always want to show me what I have said in the constitution that is wrong. You understand? This is simple fear. Simple and short. They are simply afraid of the guy. That is all. Look, we're discussing. I want to say something. Imagine, you see how Okada riders is an informal kind of occupation. God. Imagine Shatta Wale is to inculcate Okada dispatch riders as part of his logistics agency, as part of Shagzi. Do you know what is going to happen? Hands down, Uber will start shivering. Shatta, he did threaten a lot of people with his intelligence. Uber will start shaking. There will be a complete reformation in the entire logistics agency and company in Ghana. Bolt will come begging. Yango will be squirting. I'm telling you, they will all be afraid. And they would all have to call Shagzi around tables regarding crucial decision making with regards to logistics in this country. Because the country Ghana will be having a local, powerful taxify or logistics company in the Ghana, which will be Shagzi. So not only politicians who defeat the guy. No, businessmen to defeat her. You understand? That is why Raymond Acha tried to intimidate the guy. It will not go anywhere. Look, let me tell you something. I was discussing my cinema told me something. He said, see, are you telling me that the president, John Dramani Mahama, is not aware of the intimidation Raymond Acha was trying to execute towards Shatta Wale? Are you telling me that he's not aware? You put Raymond Acha in position. I read you the one. Bitter truth. I'm telling you, that is me. I pierce you with the truth. I want to insult you, bro. You put Raymond Acha in that position, and then you guys thought you could intimidate him and do what? But he outran you. Do you know how much the logistics company like Shagzi can produce in 1 minute? How much money it produces in 1 minute? Do you know? Sit down and do the analytics. Don't just use envy and don't let the disease of Ghana's hatred. I'll move hatred for no reason. Engulf you. That's where you talk out of hatred. And anybody who speaks out of hatred talks bitter and nonsense. And our circumstance. That is why they are so nonsensical guys. Looking like people who must be sensible, speaking trash when it comes to Shatta Wale. No. What I say, that is the thing. They are afraid of the boy front, back, left, right, center, killer, roundabouts, up and down, in the fear. And that is the reason. Killer man go get that from his seat and go and make a look at Steve Fox. to see those of us where they like Shatta Wale or the SM movement go figure say the president even the salute Shatta. I said the love between I don't care the personal relationship. I don't know the personal relationship between Shatta Wale and the president, but I know the relation that was between Judas and Jesus Christ. I'm not sure that the love between Shatta and the president is like that of Judas and Jesus Christ. I say it's called a case of betrayal. And do you know about the case of betrayal? Do you know the Judas case? Do you know the Judas case? Do you know if you say Judas case, you know Judas case? Don't do that. We passed, we crossed there already. No. Amongst the disciples of Jesus Christ, none were his brothers. He didn't even put his brothers that close to him. In Matthew 5, 1 to 12, he see the multitude, he went up onto the mountain. When he was seated, his disciples came to him. Not his father and mother. His disciples. Yet it was one of those disciples now that betrayed him and he was put on a cross. So forget. Let nobody be fooled with this. There is a video of Shatta Wale that will end this video I'm making, this content I'm making. With that video of Shatta Wale doing what? Speaking exactly what is making people fear. And it is going to come to pass. This gentleman is able to pull more than 5% of the Ghanaian population. Go and look in the constitution. If somebody is able to pull more than 5% of the population of Ghana, what he can do with that? He can, with very diplomatic means, force the government to do anything he wants. That is why they fear Shatta. That is why they will make you think, you, the person where you the one see say, you go figure say, he be like Wale. It is diplomatic. As for me, I will say it how I see it. You understand? I will say it how I see it, because if me, I like this, my daughter, where you, I employ you, okay, as somebody with a check 1 or 2. Oh, call it that, so I mean, can't just sign. Don't come and tell me that. Say, oh, laws are laws. At the end of the day, when you're trying to do it, did it work? It didn't work. So that means you're just trying to bully the boy. So from the scratch, you knew he was innocent, but you thought it could work. If Shatta fans know, Shatta make you see, say, hey, this guy, you can't do that with him. So please, don't be fooled. I can't say that the president of Ghana hates Shatta Wale, but that sign is not a sign of love. It's not a sign of respect. No, it is a very strict diplomatic sign that if you are not very smart, it will make a fool out of you. But Shatta, me, I tell him, say, I already write to him, say, I write to him like at the comments, or I tell I write for that, and I go post the what I wrote to Shatta on the page, make you see that. But you cannot fool Wale. You can't. It will happen. He will stand for president, we will vote for him, and we will take off this monotonous, is it monotonous? This monotonous kind of cycle that leads to nowhere. This monotony, the NDC, MPP, NDC, it must end one time. And Shatta will come and end that thing. That is why you are afraid. Who ban them solve the fear? It will be only you. Who ban you that slogan? And you yeah, into the moon chain. Shatta Wale video now, we try now. I'm almost any channel. I can say, Multi me hire, Multi and
me, I will wish, say one day, I'm sorry, I'm for political form. I'm a co-standing. Now, elections, I'm winning hands down.
As a president or MP?
President. Now, in paying for the time, I'm catch you say, you were 2026 and now 2028. The year 1992. In Palanumpe, to say, I ain't tech hub, we ain't say, because countries are developing. How come we are not developing? It's because of where our mindset is.
Eh, we are Kuala, we are Nimche. I'm our head. Now for 4 no one.
No, Sarah, I'm penny for here. And so no one will have been
na portfolio cover that Ben or Casa say.
They be Casa to Casa. Where God has gotten us to. Just I'm on my favorite names. Who will say, your pet Abia industry, I'm creating Brazilian hair, weaving hair. I have been employed Kumasi girls. Look at some go. But they come and all they talk about is road, and we are doing road, and we are doing road. Yeah, too quiet. Road in your passport, but we need to create industries and that is what I'm capable of doing. Me, I want to use this AIP or innovation projects where I'm here, and like I want to put it in the minds of Ghanaians so that years to come, when I say Shatta wants to stand for presidency, you know that one Shatta on your score my Shatta Obuaye, Shatta so obey we obey me aye, Shatta on pen nonsense so be ya obey me chinatu. Until I mean my policy to come into power, if I want to come into power, is to build prisons. Let me be a Bank of Ghana, or be a bit to follow, but I want to mean to coin, and I'll be talk car, and I'll be a flashy life. I can put that discipline in Ghanaians. Almost all people to work with this scheme. What are you going to use the money for? Oh, I want to create a phone industry. Who got China more? So why can't we do it here? So bet you 1 million. Now by Abia and Kumasi, Abia, Yananai Amau, Abia Sasibi bear 8 acres. What about building Abia phone industry? You create employment. The youth will start eating small. Because you're football anything. Or person creating Abia sports academy bia who buy a better training from Cristiano Ronaldo. Who to me show football and videos are 50 times. Yeah. Ghana, but the people are better off. Who be saying papa saying video because we don't have the vision. But our leaders are keeping